Tired of spending money and ripping packs to not get the players you want? Go to dvdj.com for the cheapest Madden coins ever. Use code WAYNE for 5% off. Hey, yo, it's that smack you in the face, Wayne6578, bringing you guys one of the best one-play TDs in Madden. Now, I broke down a great play, which I thought was one of Madden's best passing plays in drag cross-ups. Now I'm going to be giving you guys two more plays to add and combine a nice scheme. I'm going to give you a few run plays with this also. But the play we'll be going over today is the halfback wheel. It does complement this drag cross-up so nicely. But I do like to set my play up like this. I like to have my fastest, speediest receiver in that left spot, my second fastest receiver in the slot on the left, my best route runner and number one receiver on the right, my starting tight end, and my fastest and best catching running back in the backfield. Let's get into the play. We'll break it down in man defense, cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. So for man defense, every once in a while, sometimes I will drag Gabriel, but that's only if they're playing a certain defense. But I don't change anything usually in the play. For man defense, your reads are going to be R1, circle, triangle, X, and square. Now, just like the drag cross-ups, the R1 receiver is always open. He's open for a lot of yards. You can pick up a lot of yards throwing the ball to that wheel route out of the backfield. And it's a good thing because it's just, he catches the ball and he's already in, you don't have to wait until he gets going upfield. You can just do a bullet pass to that guy and you can get out here and do whatever you want. Now, your next read, if they are playing hard flats, or if sometimes they're pressed in the man defense, or they're using their running back, your next read in the man defense is your X receiver. Now your X receiver will be open right there, and then you have your triangle receiver next. But I'm just showing you how you throw it to that X receiver. Again, that's user territory. Make sure they don't have a spy or they're not using them. Now in the man defense, the next read is the triangle receiver. He'll get open. Just make sure they're not playing him up close. We'll throw it to him one more time. So we'll throw it to the triangle receiver one more time. And sometimes that linebacker is actually playing that guy close. So just watch out for that. I'll throw it again and see if we can get that to happen. Right there. He's just not playing it. But sometimes he's actually playing it pretty close. So be careful of that. Don't throw an interception. Now the next read is the circle receiver, and sometimes they play the circle receiver pretty good. Right there, they're not playing them that good, but sometimes they're actually right up on them. We'll run it a few times to show you that when it's like that, you do not want to throw that pass. Right here, they're leaving them wide open now, but we'll throw one more time, see if we can get that linebacker to actually play him. And sometimes you'll just run into this right here. Right there, he's playing him. Did you see that right there? You don't want to throw that pass right there. And then last we have our square receiver. And lastly we have our square receiver. He's open in the middle of the field right there with the nice pass. Let's pass that again. And your square receiver is your last read. He's open in the middle of the field. You want to get that ball kind of right before he makes his cut. You have to practice how to throw this because if you throw it wrong, it will get picked off. And sometimes he'll get hit and he'll drop the ball. Also, that wheel route, if you have time, you can usually get this pass off because he'll usually be matched up with the linebacker. And it's just a lob pass over the top, but it depends on who he's matched up with. It's kind of hard to throw it if he's a fast linebacker. And Mutt, you probably won't be able to get this off, but in regs, hit that R1 receiver. You just want to lob past that. and make sure you have time, but you can actually get that play off too. Now let's look at the cover 2. Now this is the cover 2. This defense is actually pretty good against this formation, but you can still destroy it. Your reads are going to be R1 again, then X, triangle, and then circle, and then R1 for that one play touchdown maybe. So again, we have the R1 receiver. He's open with a quick bullet pass. Then your X receiver is open right there. Pick up some yards. Like I said, again, be careful. You might have the possession catch that. And then against the cover 2, you have your triangle receiver, but you got to be careful on how you pass this. You have to pass it pretty quick. You can wait, but sometimes they actually play it pretty good. So let's see if we wait. Right there. You see how you don't want to wait? That's what you don't want to do. So when you see it's a cover 2, you want to pass it right there. You want to get that ball off right about there. Then you have your circle receiver. Again, in the middle of the field, he's going to be open right there with the quick pass. You might have to possession catch that. And lastly, that wheel route. You need time, so you want to get this one. And I like to pass that one towards the sideline a little bit. It's like a lob bullet pass, but you can hit him and destroy cover 2. Now let's look at cover 3. This is against the cover 3. Now your reads are going to be R1, X, circle, square, and then R1 again down the field. Now the R1, done this so many times, you get it out to him, we can try to pick up some yards. Then we have our X receiver again, same as before. In every zone, you can hit that X right there. And then you have your circle receiver. Just wait until he gets open right there. And again, be careful, that's user territory. And then you have your square receiver. Now your square receiver is going to be open right about there. You can kind of wait to see if he can get open a little bit later, but it depends on how that safety is playing. Right there. You see, you can barely get it off, but you have to pass that before that safety comes down. Right there. We can see if we can wait and get that off. Right there, that safety is playing it over there. We can't get that off. You can also hit this R1 receiver once he gets down the field like that. Some blocks, possibly do something with that. But that's the cover 3. Let's look at the cover 4. Now this is the cover 4 defense. Your reads are going to be R1 square, triangle, circle, and then square over top the one play touchdown, and then R1 sometimes down the field. But again, R1 again, that's our money. That cover for any of the coverages, you can hit them quick out of backfield. Just make your opponent play disciplined defense. Then you have your square receiver right about there in the cover 4. And you also can wait that out for the one play touchdown. In order to hit the triangle receiver, you want to do a hard pass towards the sideline. You want to pass that at about 9 o'clock. Bullet pass it towards the sideline as soon as he makes his cut. Okay, if you don't do that, it will get intercepted. And we're just bullet passing this, passing it towards the sideline as soon as he makes his cut, right about there. And sometimes you'll get that wide open gap right there where they'll break off. We'll pass it one more time. Bullet pass as soon as he makes his cut. Sometimes that wasn't passed right, but you'll get the animation when it's not done right. That's what you want. Then next we have our circle receiver. Our circle receiver will get open right about there. And he's open. And then we have our square receiver with the one play touchdown. We can hit him. As you see, he's wide open for a one play touchdown. And we'll pass that again. You can actually block your running back to get more time. But you do like that running back coming out to keep that cornerback honest, but still, you can get it off. Just like that for the one play touchdown. And I'll show you guys, you stayed this far. So I'll show you that your R1 receiver too, once he gets past this guy right here, that was a horrible pass. Let me do you. Your R1 receiver, you can't wait for him to get open too. Right here. Lob pass it. And it'll be just like the man defense. You want to lob past that. And then since you guys stayed this long, I'll show you something. You know, I just like when we were running those drag cross-ups and we were putting this outside receiver on a comeback. Let's block this running back. But you see we put that circle on a curl comeback. Look how wide open that square receiver gets. He's even open more. And you can hit those guys with that. So one play touchdown for cover 4. If they come out in cover 4, you'll be destroying them.